Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Beatles Forever. A little while ago, I did a desert island video on the Beatles and then John Lennon. So now I'm going to pick 10 songs by Paul McCartney and Wings. Paul got the band going after the breakup of the Beatles. He had different members of the band with him through the years, but Linda and Denny Laine remained with him throughout the band's time together. What songs made the top 10? Let us find out now. First up, Band on the Run. This song came out on the album Band on the Run. I remember when this song first came out in 1974, there was a bit of a buzz at school. Everyone thought how cool it was that the song was like in three styles. It started off as a ballad, then it got funky, and then it became kind of country. This song it's never gotten old, and it sounds as great today as it did back then. I didn't know it, but the song's title was inspired by George Harrison. In a 1973 interview with Paul Gambaccini, McCartney stated that lyric, "If We Ever Get Out of Here," was inspired by a remark made by George Harrison during one of the Beatles' many business meetings. McCartney recalled he was saying that we were all prisoners in some way due to the ongoing problems with their company, Apple. I thought it would be a nice way to start an album. McCartney added, referring to his inspiration for Band on the Run, "It's a million things all put together. Band on the Run, escaping, freedom, criminals, you name it, it's there." Surprisingly, John Lennon had good things to say about the song and album. He stated it was a great song and a great album. I agree completely. Next up, 1985. This song came from the Band on the Run album. Anytime a piano begins a song like this one does, it has me hooked immediately. Paul knew how to play that piano, and this wonderful song gets even better. This song rocks and it has everything in it. The band, an orchestra, keyboards by Linda, and piano and keyboards by Paul. And the ending really gets it going. It's fantastic. Paul said, "With a lot of songs I do, the first line is it. It's all in the first line. And then you have to go on and write the second line. With Eleanor Rigby, I had picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been. And that was the one big line that started me off on it. With this one, it was No One Ever Left Alive in 1985. That's all I had of that song for months. No one ever left alive in 1986. It wouldn't have worked." That's Paul McCartney saying it, Paul McCartney in his own words. Next up, London Town. This song appears on the album London Town. It has the feeling of the song Penny Lane, but this time as a sadder tune. Paul is wandering around in his imagination in London Town. I love the instruments in this song, and they make use of synthesizers, which would really come into play in the music scene in the 1980s. And this song was released in 1978. Paul captures a mood of being alone and in a big city of London. The music fits with the lyrics and Paul's vocals. It's a good song. Let 'Em In. This song came from the album Wings at the Speed of Sound. I love this song the minute I heard it for the first time on the radio. I love the doorbell that begins the music, and then this song shows how important friends and family are to Paul as he imagines various people showing up at his door. Paul is singing smoothly and in great voice. This song is infectious. I love the shuffle sound and the piano played simply with the flute sounds. And the song sounds old and new at the same time. According to Songfacts, Paul McCartney shouted out to several of his relatives and friends in this song: his Auntie Jen, his brother Michael, the Everly Brothers, Phil and Don, Keith Moon, as Uncle Ernie, and his famous former bandmate, Brother John. His reference to Sister Susie was a reference to Linda, who once recorded a song under the name Susie and the Red Stripes. And then Paul McCartney told the Mail on Sunday's Event magazine, "When we went to Jamaica on a holiday, a lot of the local guys used to call Linda Susie for some reason, and we kind of liked that. Then Brother John, I would be thinking of either John Lennon or Linda's brother John." So it's neat to hear the thoughts that Paul was having when he was writing a song, and to hear all the people who have meant so much to him. Next up, Mulkentire. I didn't know it, but Paul wrote this song with his bandmate Denny Laine. This is a song that didn't appear on the album until later. It was released as a single, and it's a wonderful song, and I love the bagpipes and the tone of the song. Paul said, "I certainly love Scotland enough, so I came up with a song where we were living, an area called Mulkentire. It was a love song, really, about how I enjoyed being there and imagining I was traveling away and wanting to get back there. The song was written in tribute to the Mulkentire Peninsula in Scotland and its headland, the Mulkentire, where McCartney has owned the High Park Farm since 1966. The song featured bagpipes played by the Campbelltown Pipe Band from nearby Campbelltown, and then Paul's vocals and acoustic guitars were recorded outdoors. So that's pretty neat. I didn't know that. This song is very popular in the UK, and it spent 9 weeks at number 1, and I can see why. The song is very catchy and is a great sing-along. Junior's Farm. This is another song that was released as a single only. Paul is really rocking in this song. The band was staying at a farm owned by Curly Putnam Jr., which is where the title came from. Paul said he based the song's lyrical theme on Bob Dylan's Maggie's Farm, and that the idea was just to get a fantasy song about this person, Junior. McCartney said that in contrast to the degree of thought Dylan applied to his songwriting, Junior's Farm has silly words, and basically all it means is, let's get out of the city. As for the deep meanings in the words, people shouldn't bother. There aren't any. And Jimmy McCulloch made his first guitar solo on this album. He had just joined the band. This song sounds like you're traveling along on a road to this farm, and the band plays it well together, and Paul really sings it. I love how Jimmy and Denny play the twin guitar sounds, and the drummer's keeping the beat going, and Linda is doing a great job with the background vocals. Next is Jet. This song came from the great album Band on the Run, and Paul said that this song was inspired by a puppy that they had named Jet. And Paul and family had gotten a lab. She was a little wild, and she kept jumping over the fence at night and got pregnant. She was tan, and all the puppies were black, and then they named one of the puppies Jet. Then the song turned to a girl theme, and Paul was thinking of when he met Linda and having to deal with her father. He was a bit old-fashioned and a bit intimidating, too, and that's where the line Sergeant Major came from. This song is a rock and roller, a great song to drive to. Paul's voice sounds like it's coming through a transistor radio. It has a unique sound, and there are horns, guitars, drums, synthesizer, and piano. It all blends into a perfect song. Maybe I'm Amazed. This song was on the album Wings Over America. I don't know why Paul didn't want it released as a single. The song's so powerful and personal, and this song was written before the Beatles broke up. He wrote it for Linda, who helped him get through the difficult time. Paul played the piano during this live version, and his vocals are superb. You could tell he was really amazed at how supportive Linda was with him, and he never forgot that. Jimmy McCulloch did a great job on the guitar. It's a wonderful song. Rock Show. This song came from the album Venus and Mars, and the first part of the song is entitled Venus and Mars, and it's a neat song about a person at an arena waiting for the rock show to begin in anticipation. You feel like you're with Paul in the song as he sings about what he sees in the show. It's a fun song, and you feel like Paul is having a good time performing it. An interesting fact about the song is that Denny Lane plays a sitar for the song, and Paul can't let go of his Beatle past there. My Love. The last song on the list is My Love, and this song came from the album Red Rose Speedway. Once again, Linda was the inspiration for this love song. This song is such a great love song. It has a piano out front, great vocals by Paul, an orchestra arrangement, and a great guitar solo. The song showed the two parts of Paul, one that wanted to complete control of the song, and one that showed Paul was willing to listen to a suggestion. According to Wikipedia, the song contains a guitar solo by Northern Irish guitarist Henry McCulloch, who took the opportunity to express himself in his playing and depart from what he saw as McCartney's regimented approach to recording. McCulloch later said, "It got to the point where I achingly wanted to be the guitar player in the band, rather than a sideman playing lines dictated by McCartney." McCartney recalled in a 2010 interview, "I sort of written the solo, as I often did with our solos, and he walked right up to me before the take and said, 'Hey, would it be all right if I try something else?' And I said, yeah." It was like, do I believe in this guy? And he played the solo on My Love, which came right out of the blue. And I just thought, effing great. And so there was plenty of moments like that where somebody's skill or feeling would overtake my wishes. So this song is mesmerizing, and it's easy to see why it was a hit. Well, it wasn't easy having to pick just 10 songs of Paul McCartney and Wings out of all the songs I've recorded, but for now, those are my favorites. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, if you could give it a thumbs up, that would be great. It would help me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed yet, that would really help too if you could. I hope everybody's been having a good day, and I hope you will return soon for another episode of the Beatles Forever. Thank you. Bye.